Gay men turning women into the demons they see themselves as. It's literally Nosferatu, and I know a gay man did that. And of course, a gay man then put her on stage in Jesus Christ Superstar. The demons they see acting on.
This is a lot deeper than I expected.
But there are demons out there who will come do it if you invite them. Because what do you have to do with demons? Open a portal, open a doorway, So
yes, I do.
These women open the doorway, and in comes.
Between being a literal witch, I'm not kidding.
This is absolutely crazy. Something that has been coming up to my attention. This man named Milo. This is the first time I've heard of Milo. And he talks about very strange things. The infiltration of demonic symbolism through the homosexual community, where even the industry is trying to affect so many people's lives from this influence of the homosexuality and trying to make this okay. And he uses some crazy examples of them trying to do this within society and our culture, trying to make it seem like it's okay, but really there's something sinister behind it all. So let's get into it. Shout out to Tucker Carlson, because this is on Tucker Carlson's show. I don't know if I agree with everything, but I'm going to give my opinions on all of this. Let's go.
I don't know really anything about fashion, but I love female beauty, of course.
But you don't see any of it on the catwalk
exactly.
now.
In fact, you see
the opposite.
You see the opposite. You see manufactured ugliness.
Gay men turning women into the demons they see themselves as. You see gay. Look at the most celebrated woman on the stage at the moment is the Gorgon opposite Ariana Grande, whose name I forget now. This Nosferatu, like black Nosferatu.
He says, you see the gay men turning the women into demons as they see themselves as. That's wild. And I don't know about him. He seems like he's gay, 100%, this guy right here. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on who this person is. But wild.
Who seems to be sucking the life force out of poor Ariana, who's I think going to die within the next few weeks. If you've seen that singer's physique lately, she's sort of. But this appalling apparition, Cynthia or something, I think. Of course, she's called Cynthia. With these claws, and you look at the silhouette and you're like, that's literally Nosferatu. It's literally Nosferatu, and I know a gay man did that. And of course, a gay man then put her on stage in Jesus Christ Superstar as our Lord. Did you know that?
No.
Everyone's so upset when they put this lady as Jesus Christ. I know that whole entire show is not even a Christian show, so what would you expect in the first place? If you're watching that expecting to have some actual good theology, I don't know what you're doing there, but it's just blasphemous.
You've seen the person I'm talking about, right?
No.
Okay, well, you'll Google it later. But it's this spindly, it's just straight up goblin-looking black woman. I'm not trying to have a Roseanne moment, although she was right.
I'm not gonna say, she's some ugly person or anything like that. Everyone's made in the image of God. But Ariana Grande seems like she is not looking like her best self. And that's a whole nother thing, as she talks about using tarot cards back in the day. So many things are so messed up here, guys. And we'll go check out some of the reasons, what is going on with her. And does this have some demonic effect? Is this when you mess around with demons?
Whatever. But this woman is like ugly by any racial stage, just monstrous looking, right? Just what our mothers.
Like I said, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say she's just monstrous looking.
Called deeply unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
Practically circus level. And of course, she's the heroine of the billion-dollar franchise now, Wicked, and she's on stage as Jesus, which.
So it's an act of hostility, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And so these gay men who feel the will of Gorgoroth inside them is do it, and who go turn these women into the demons they see inside themselves.
Whoa.
The demons they see acting on.
This is a lot deeper than I expected when I texted you to have this conversation.
It's more than you would imagine from a guy wearing this t-shirt.
No, it's not actually. And by the way, can I just say one thing that's bothered me for years when I was a child? there was a lot of creativity coming from gay men in the United States. Like
It's all gone now.
I know.
And it's Dave Rubin is responsible. Not him personally, but I mean, like,
But do you know what I'm talking about? I mean,
of course. And why? Because
a lot of free thinking, and I was related to one of them, and I spent a lot of time in my house, lived in my house when I was a kid, and gay, died of AIDS, and had a lot of problems. But I will say, creative, free thinking, like truly free thinking.
But this is
Gore Vidal was like the
this
archetype.
This is Burkean.
There are no Gore Vidals in gay world that I'm aware of. They're all like conformists and supporting the man. Like what?
Well, the only ones these days are ex-gay.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and it's Burkean. It's because creativity arises out of order. There has to be limits. And if homosexuality is not proscribed as wretched and kept at the fringes where it belongs, creativity dies. And what do you get? Because you don't have those people playing with the limits. You don't have the taboo breakers. You don't have the artists, the creatives living at the limits of society. They're brought instead. And I think
the gay community, such as this, is one of the least creative, most conformist elements of our society. I never thought I would say that.
They become the enforcers, just like...
They're the enforcers. They're the Praetorian Guard for Apple and Microsoft. Like, what the hell?
Just like the white women of folklore who, are responsible for all evil, but they become like turbocharged Karens, and it's the white women who welcome in the white single moms typically, but single moms generally, I think, who bring in a drag queen story hour. Because there's no gay people like banging down the door.
Right.
There's no gay people
so
like,
true.
Excuse me, can I come read to your kids? Do you mind? Can I come read stories to your kids? Like, no, they're not. They're not. But there are demons out there who will come do it if you invite them. Because what do you have to do with demons? Open a portal, open a doorway, So
yes, I do.
These women open the doorway and in comes...
Yeah. Isn't that fascinating how so many people who like fight for this agenda aren't even the people who are part of the agenda. It's like the left-leaning woke people who say, we need to include everyone. Let's force them to be included. And that's why you have trans people in church or like in doing drag queen stuff for like kids within schools. And that's so messed up. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy agenda. And you think, whoa, it's just because I was born this way, and that's why I'm like this. But we see that's not reality. If the statistics of LGBTQ is going 10 times higher every year, it's not because you're just born this way. It's because it's culturally pushed upon your children every day in society. And it gives them a place where they feel like they belong. They finally feel accepted. And that's a problem. They'll be like, I remember I was listening to that other guy who became trans and said he was getting so tired of getting picked on. So when he became a woman, he finally felt invincible. Like he was finally not going to get made fun of or bullied or picked on.
Three little pigs.
I don't know if he said ex-gay. So Milo was openly gay for many years, even marrying his long-term boyfriend in 2017. But in March 2021, he publicly declared himself to be an ex-gay. He now identifies as a practicing Roman Catholic and claims to live a celibate life, considering homosexuality a sin and a disorder caused by childhood trauma. Wow, that's pretty awesome. He said he was molested by someone in the church. He's saying that's how it happens. It's crazy.
But the gays now have taken this role. They've taken the mantle over from what we used to. We used to say, didn't we? We used to say white single moms are the root of all evil, like as kind of half joking, because of all the crazy stuff they support. But now it's homosexuals. I have to be honest with you. I bear some responsibility for this because it was me 10 years ago mainstreaming homosexuality into the Republican Party is the great regret of my life. More so than anything I've done to my own soul, which is a lot. It's the great regret of my life because it has given rise to horrors I never imagined. I mean, say Lenin said, all revolutionaries come to hate their children. Well, the gay horrors that I've given birth to, Lady Margaret, Nick Fuentes, I mean, they keep me up at night. I mean,
Why'd you mention Dave Rubin? What's his role?
well, because he is at the vanguard, along with a number of other gays in public life, of introducing children into the equation. Because it's when you do what I did, which is like gays just like everyone else, you be a normal gay. I remember, and this is the thing I regret more than anything else in the world. There's a video of Ross Matthews in 2017 on Twitter saying, "So I came home and landscapers have been in. We're getting more citrus. You can never have too much citrus." And people were asking me, "Ross, what do you think about this Milo guy?" And I'm like, Milo, how low can you go? I don't know who this person is, but I read it. And he says, "I'm getting letters." This Milo guy, he's resigning from Breitbart or something. And he says, "I'm getting letters from people who say, you make it okay that I have a gay son because if he grows up, he doesn't have to be like Ross Matthews." And I was like, no, they should be like Ross Matthews. They should be like Ross Matthews. They shouldn't be like Dave Rubin, like you might not even know unless you watched him for a little bit, because this domesticity of homosexuals has killed all the things that were good about gays that made them like tolerable, and instead has given them this grotesque parody, this simulacrum of domesticity, which has of course in their never-ending hunger expanded to include babies. And now we have the Buttigieg couple buying black children.
I thought you weren't allowed to buy people. I thought.
Oh no, you can if you're homosexual.
But I thought
it's called adoption or surrogacy or whatever. But you can buy them.
I thought it was called slavery.
That's crazy. It's crazy that he said earlier that there's so many LGBTQ people in the Republican Party. I don't know how true that is, but like, it's so wild because so many people think, oh, that's not true. No. But seemingly it's more prevalent than you think. And we saw that story. I'm not saying it happens to every child who gets adopted by two men, but they completely just adopted two kids and did horrific things to them. And don't get me wrong. I mean, thinking about this, anything outside of a biblical marriage and a child has to grow up in it, it's not going to be complete. It's not going to be correct. It's going to be something that they're always going to be missing out for the entire possibility of their life. They're never going to know what it's like to grow up with a mom. As much as hard as their parents try to pretend that they can fill that void. No, it's a perverted, twisted idea.
You have to buy them because it's really, and it's quite expensive.
In some online slave market, or
doesn't cover. No. It's the government. And obviously, as you know, but Dave Rubin has like Frankensperm babies. Like he mixed his effluvia with that of his husband. I mean, this is real. This is physical. Gave it a stir and hoped for the best. And like, just, whichever one we get. Implanted it in some highly paid woman we'll never know the name of, the real mother of those children. He and his catamite are on the internet, with these signs like, it's coming, with these two dates. And I'm like, yeah, your damnation. That's the date you're counting down to.
Wow.
The date you're...
How is that conservative?
Oh, because it's family, you see. Because the sleight of hand like that's going on is you're like, well, gays are just like everybody else, so we should behave like everybody else, which means we should have kids. And if we can't physically have kids because our sex is this like demonic, sterile horror show, then we'll buy them, and then we'll look like we've got it. I mean, that's how bad it is. That's how bad.
Yes, Dave Rubin is gay. He is openly gay and married to a man named David Jeanette. He used to identify as an atheist and a gay atheist Jew, though later renounced atheism, notes the Simple English. Man, all of these things are crazy. And we see even that Peter Thiel is openly gay. In fact, he publicly embraced at the 2016 Republican National Convention. He famously stated, "I'm proud to be gay." And those are the people who are now running a lot of things and has so much power. And he is the one who's always talking about the Antichrist. That's crazy stuff. So keep on watching, guys, because then I'm going to go to the Ariana Grande situation.
Are you kidding me?
Will be positive.
A little bit of her softness.
and she's got
her strength,
a little bit of my strength.
Yeah.
Is anyone else staring at the internet like, why are people suddenly acting like Ariana Grande needs to be rescued from Cynthia Erivo? Because the comment sections right now are wild. Tiny clips go viral, someone edits dramatic music over it, and then out of nowhere, Cynthia is controlling starts trending like it's a proven fact. And the funny part, this whole wave didn't even begin with Ariana. It started with her brother, Frankie Grande, cheering them on like they were the most iconic duo Broadway has ever birthed. During their Oscars-defying gravity, the
Really
internet? Some people are ready to call Cynthia the Wicked Witch of emotional control off of a single TikTok edit. So here's the fast catch-up because people online are acting like detectives over this. Ariana and Cynthia are basically attached at the hip. Every interview, every red carpet, if one turns left, the other is right there with her.
A beautiful sistership that continues to grow and grow even through this press tour. Something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know. She's getting the fixing itch.
They're sharing emotional quotes, poems, aura colors, all these deep friendship moments that fans keep editing into romantic movie trailers.
If you had to describe each other's aura, what color would it be?
That's a nice question. An aura.
Yellow.
For me?
Sunshine. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And like also, I think there's also purple.
that was very good.
And yes, Cynthia always steps in first. If Ariana looks even slightly uncomfortable, Cynthia is already leaning forward, ready to handle it before anyone else notices. Ariana also seems more quiet when Cynthia is beside her. She lets Cynthia take the lead a lot of the time, and it almost feels like she feels safer when they are closer together. So sure, people are calling—
Oh my gosh. You are such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
for coming
you.
into this room. It's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a pleasure spending time with you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you for that.
Yours is pink.
It's lovely. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is actually.
We love you very much.
That's lovely.
This was really fun. We won't have to miss each other. We won't have to.
We love,
Nice to
like,
see you.
we're always texting.
Yes.
We're together. We see each other. Thank you. Nice to see you.
So now we go to the place where Ariana Grande admits that she's a witch and she goes to these other spiritual entities, and seemingly a lot of the downfall is happening after she makes these claims.
And I was crying too.
The role of astrology in your life has meaning, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even tarot cards. When I went to the studio,
yeah.
you gave me a reading. You've been doing readings on set.
Yeah.
What do you look to astrology for? Is it understanding of what you're going through? Is it an understanding of what will be?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a tool to help us hear what we need to hear sometimes and kind of look forward with hope and awareness, and also reads us for filth sometimes. Sometimes we need to hear it and just looking to something bigger than.
But the problem is when you're looking to other things outside of God, that's where it can become dangerous. And it seemingly her and her relationship with that Cynthia girl is getting a little weird, getting a little messed up. And that's the route. You seemingly become more and more strange and weird because of this. And the Bible warns us of this constantly.
I'm somewhere in between. I've learned, I don't know, I sit somewhere between being a literal witch, I'm not kidding, and being like the most realistic, cut, dry, like, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, there it is. She's saying that
Wow.
I am a witch.
This verse, I think, is very relevant to what is going on in our culture today. There's a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. Guys, she may be thinking that going to these tarot cards, going to these witchcraft signs and astrologies to help her to know what to do, she thinks it seems right. But at the end of the day, it only leads to death. And this is something that seemingly is catching up to her. So guys, we got to be ready, be prepared to speak out against the things of this world and be a light for Jesus in the darkness. I'm not ready to call people just call them demons or they're the most ugly person in the world. No, everyone's made in the image of God. They're all redeemable and they can be saved by God 100%. So we need to be praying for these people to come to know Jesus as a true Lord and Savior. That's the person that can truly give them peace and grace and mercy and love, a love that surpasses all understanding, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. So guys, I encourage you to do that today when you encounter things like this within our world and society. So I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below for sure, because this one was wild and crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And always remember, guys, Jesus loves you.